Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Kiki with Kita. So listen, I know I'm a little late, but listen, it's a new channel. We're gonna figure everything out. I'll be catching up real soon on what to do. I'm sorry, and also let me apologize if I'm looking everywhere, but hey, let's get down to business. Now, I know by now, you should have seen the Kenya Moore video. She did a live a few days ago. And I'm telling you now, I'm gonna look around a little bit. I have my notes. Anytime this notebook comes out, baby, we mean business. All right. So let's talk about this video because she dropped some jewels in this video. First off, let me just say, I love her salon. Sorry, y'all, if I'm looking everywhere, but I love her salon. I love the look of it, everything that she shows, the backdrop with all the flowers. I'm trying to create my own scenery here. Hey, listen, we're still in the growing stages, okay? But yeah, so let me just say I love her salon, and also a little shade to the haters, right? So she made sure to be like, oh, hey, we have customers today. We have clients today. Oh, are you getting K tips or are you doing this? So she wanted y'all to hear, baby, I have customers and I'm not in here by myself. I'm in here doing business. I applaud Kenya for that. I applaud her for that. So, and also let me just also say, for her videos, whoever does her editing, magnificent job. Her setting looks good. The lighting looks good. I love that backdrop with all the flowers. She knows purple is her color. Okay. But anyway, like I said, she starts the video letting us know, baby, I am booked and busy. We are still in here doing business. We are doing hair. I'm about that life. Yes. All right. So once she gets settled, right, into, she actually moves from downstairs to upstairs. And, sorry. Excuse me. So once she gets settled into her space, you know, if you watch her videos enough, you know, she's a little clumsy, excuse me, when it comes to her camera and everything like that. Hey, we're going to love her where she is. Okay. Because sometimes when you're doing this YouTube thing by yourself, it's a lot of work. It's kind of hard to set up, get your angles, all that other stuff. But she starts off by talking about the reunion. Now, first things first, she did set the record straight on the fact that she did not tell Portia anything regarding the whole situation with her and Britt and the poster boards. And she said, I didn't tell Portia anything. I definitely didn't tell her. She confirms that she did not give any information from Drew or any other housewife or any other housewife friend. She said, I did my own research, baby. I did my own, getting in my hair. I did my own research. I didn't need anybody else to tell me anything, okay? So she confirms that. I appreciate that, because what? Clean up your name. And I feel like Kenya's the type of person that if she would have gotten the information from it, we would have heard it by now. Yeah, we would know it by now. Next, she also confirms that she is in touch with many of the housewives. Now she's still in touch with them. She shouts out Kelly. Says Kelly is doing a great job also in the show, which I love Kelly too. I think she's so cute. I love her personality. She seems to be a great person. I also love that her and Shamia have connected, but that's another time. I'll talk about that when I talk about the reunion. But I do love Kelly. I think she's a great addition, and I'm glad that she was there for Shamia. But anyway, that's not here. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But she does confirm that she's still in touch with the ladies, which is good. So that, you know, makes us feel like, okay, you're still in touch with them. They're still your friends. Y'all have a real friendship outside of this show, right? All right. So now, y'all, I'm going to do a separate video about friendships, right? Because the friendships this year have taken a crash, okay? But she talks about Cynthia. She says she didn't call Cynthia a liar, but she kind of was like, she's telling not truths. Okay, we're gonna go back to the old school word. You remember when your mom said don't use the word liar? Yeah, we're gonna say she's saying not truths about me. Okay. Oh, excuse me, y'all. A piece of hair right here. Okay. Oh, on my nose. Sorry, y'all. I'm not editing that out either. But anyway, so she says that Cynthia. Okay, sorry about that intermission. Getting back to what Kenya said about Cynthia. Kenya truly feels, I feel like she feels hurt, right? There clearly was a discussion outside of the show, outside of filming, obviously, where Kenya confided in Cynthia, and then Cynthia may have mentioned whatever these details were to someone else, and she feels betrayed. And we can all relate, you know. Friends may have betrayed, said things about us, shared details that maybe they thought weren't so important that actually were important. Who knows? But here we are. You can see it almost in her eyes that she felt a little betrayed. So, and as she says, Cynthia was her rider. You know, when somebody's your rider, they there for you. That's your folks. You've been around their kids. They've been around your kids. You celebrated things. You've been through ups and downs with them, right? And to have whatever was shared, because obviously we don't know. She definitely could tell the details. She's keeping them close to her chest, right? So, you know, gotta respect it. I will say though, she says that she didn't like how, from what I could tell, how Cynthia approached her after that whole fiasco with Britt and whatever else on the show that we saw. My thing is this, Kenya, people are supposed to hold you accountable, especially if they're your rider, especially if they're your best friend. They're going to hold you accountable. And even Portia said it on the reunion. We were all a little disappointed. Look, us looking from home. We were disappointed that any of that even had to happen, right? Britt wasn't even there. Okay. Y'all, we got to have a whole nother discussion about that. But Britt wasn't there. It didn't even have to happen. But real friends hold you accountable on your BS. They really do. They hold you accountable. And right now, she feels a little betrayed by Cynthia. So, hey, it is what it is, I guess. Now, she also gives Portia another shout out in saying that Portia, behind the scenes at the reunion, stuck up for Kenya, saying that she was disappointed how the whole thing was handled, just disappointed in the whole situation, how it was handled. Didn't it come out like months later? Britt didn't even see the images, huh? Y'all, that was so aggravating because Kenya didn't even have to leave the show. If those images were not of Britt, why was Kenya gone? Well, I'm working this pen today, baby. Ooh, but come on now, why did Kenya have to go? If that wasn't her, why did Kenya have to go? They handled this wrong. And if Britt didn't see the pictures until the reunion of something that happened 6 months to a year ago, that's shame on production. I'm sorry. That is truly shame on production. And I'm glad Portia stood up for Kenya and was talking to Andy and whoever else about this situation. Now, she goes on to answer other people's questions because, of course, she did this live, so people were able to ask her questions and everything like that. Just really quickly, she said she wouldn't do another reality TV show. She was asked to do Traders. I would like to see her on Traders, actually. I think that would be amazing. And then the season that she would have been on, it would have been Kenya Moore, Nene, Mike Rappaport, Lisa Renner, and she misses Renna, excuse me. And she mentioned someone else very quickly. I couldn't catch that name. Then she spills a little bit more housewives tea. One, she's not coming back, y'all. I'm kind of sad. I don't know if this is a punishment type thing for what happened this season, or if she just said, hey, I really don't want to come back to Housewives. I need to take a break. I don't know. Y'all drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about Kenya not coming back. I feel like it's going to be interesting. This is, yeah. Could this season have used Kenya? Sure, you know. But I would like to see Kenya get a redemption. Have a little redemption for this year. So I was hoping she would come back the next year. She does say that there are 2 new housewives coming. She says one is from Love and Hip Hop, that whole series. And then another one is a business owner, a restaurant owner. So obviously word on the curb in these social media streets that everyone's thinking it's K. Michelle. I actually would love to see K. Michelle. I would rather they focus on her journey into country music, right? I would love to see her journey into country music and not necessarily her into any drama, anything like that. Because K. Michelle, Baby, her mouth is lethal. Okay, she got that Memphis. Oh, she is gonna, what I say, she's gonna read and shade and ooh, all of that. And then Pink and Cole, I would also like to see on a business level, not necessarily a drama level. So I'm hoping, though, if those are two editions, they kind of focus on that and stay out of the drama, stay out of the petty fights, no throwing champagne, all that petty stuff that they can often do, throwing shade. Leave that next year. She also says it looks like everyone is coming back. Someone did ask if Shamia's coming back. There was a lot of speculation if Shamia was leaving. Shamia also did a live, if not a few last night or the night before, of herself reacting to the final reunion episode and everything. So Shamia was questionable at the time. Even when I watched the live, I don't think Shamia said she wasn't coming back. And but they do start recording in August, and looks like everyone is returning. So yeah, we got some good tea from that. If y'all need to go back and watch it, King still has it up on her YouTube channel. It's actually very interesting, and like I said, she does a great job editing. I think she's fabulous, pretty damn fabulous. And thank y'all for watching. That's all I got for right now. Drop your comments below of what you think. Who do you think the new housewives will be? Do you think we need to scrap Atlanta? Which is also a question. Do we need to scrap Atlanta and get a new, all new girls? Get rid of Portia, Phaedra, everybody, even though Phaedra says she has a guarantee. Okay. Phaedra said, baby, I'm guaranteed, honey, I'm going to be here. But would y'all like to see a new set of women out of Atlanta? I don't know where they would find them, but it'd be interesting to see. And then, and what do you think about everyone returning, or Kenya not returning? Leave a comment below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this out with your friends and family. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.